do anything to keep something coming that way.
Dr. Clemens!
Kendall, we need Lucas. I don't have time to explain it to you, but shit's falling apart one level up. Give them to me. Go get them.
Okay, sure, you got it.
No!
Hey, I have them on me. Like... Dr. Clemens, what are you doing? Hey!
I thought he went for a gun, but he actually did have them. Sorry, Kendall.
Sorry. It starts to feel like you're making this up as you go along, but he's fine.
Maybe just a nice stomachache, but he's fine.
This is fake. This is fake. Will you went faster?
This is way too much on you.
The blues here.
Why is it taking something else?
I don't know. I didn't get it before we started shooting people.
Let me see what this is. It loads.
I got a call. He was panhandling outside of his old office. Will you come with me, please? I need you.
Oh, that's what that is. Ooh. Ooh. Hey. Oh, let me turn my Bluetooth on.
There's not enough. There's not enough.
Happy Sunday. Oh, too cute. You need to call me. There we go. I think you guys can hear me. Hi, guys. Hi, Pee-wee. Hi, T-Lynn. You're getting ready to go do what it do. You know, I'm still got an hour to think about that. And today, I kind of think I just want to lounge around today. I see Teddy. Oh, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Hi, Harlem. Hi, where's Dip? Oh, hi, Dip. Pee-wee, you're going to have to start dropping some laughter in here. I like your jokes. Whoa, I've been getting quite a few comments behind the last commentary. Very interesting. Good morning, Tania. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all can hear me? Can you guys hear me? Because I keep going through that episode where y'all can't hear me. Dip, how you doing today? T-Land, you at work? I need to be going to work. I need to go to work, but... Oh, lovable Leo. Hello, hello. Hello, there's Stephanie Luke. Hello, hello. Hello, it's Sunday. Sunday. Shout out to everybody that's going to church and getting their prayers up. Shout out to you. Shout out. Look at Galatians. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know if Stand Up had any commentary for her studies and her power of movements over there, but I don't get her alerts, and it's getting hard for me to catch her online. So, Bird No Wings, good morning. Good morning, but getting a lot of comments, you guys. A lot of comments about that commentary, and nobody's anything. Good morning. You know, about Drunken Larry appearing on the platform. Yeah. It's nothing to get the pennies in the bunch, you guys. Nothing to get the pennies in the bunch at all. I remember clearly telling everybody when I came on the lives from the car. You say, where has Beauty, Allergic, and TJ been? I don't know, you know. Beauty's been here. Beauty's been here. Seems to appear that I might have been missing, you know, 3 of the moderators, and it's okay. You know, hopefully they'll come back, and if they don't, I I'm going to continue to move on. Some things has been done and said along this journey, and I'm the person where, you can apologize about things and life still has to go on, right? You can't stop breathing because of some things that has happened. You said, I need you in everyone's email. I don't even know how to write in this. I'm on my phone, so I don't even know how to put it in here. But I have your number. Nobody, I'll hit you on Twitter. I'll get you on Twitter so you can get that. But I know I do want to say just a few things this morning, not to come off so rude and mean or, or bougie or none of that. A lot of people have, I don't think that I'm here for a lot of people to understand me. I'm not that. I'm not here to be changed by people either. I'm too old to be changed. Do I listen to people heed? I listen to people, but at the end of the day, it's still just papoose. It's still just papoose. Do I come out here intentionally to hurt people? Nah, that's not my persona at all. Do I come out here to help those that is the way that they are? Nah. No, everybody is grown. Everybody has already been living life and painting their life, and they as well is going to be who they are. I'm not out here to do that. I'm not capped to save, or no, I ain't capped to save it. Ain't gonna happen. I live a very peaceful and anointed lifestyle. I do. Online to you guys, y'all got to talk back to me because I'm talking to you guys. So it may not appear, to some people that I'm this way or I'm that way to appease them at all. But, it is what it is. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yes, I remember she has... Oh, somebody has COVID? Okay, sorry to hear that. Praying. What up, Trev? Y'all? Trev's gonna get a wrench, you guys. I gotta get more help over here, so whenever I get on my computer and stuff, I've got to add. Trev is gonna help out with the channel over here, you guys, because of people, of my moderators that has probably made a choice to not be here. So I think that I have to get one more on board, and I'll select Trev, and Harlem, she'll stay with me, and Priscilla will stay with me, and Ed will stay with me. And Beauty will stay with me. I hope so, but I seem to have not been able to have the other three ladies on board right now. And if they choose to come back, it's all good. If they choose to not come back, and then that's all good as well. I'm cool with that. Like I say, life still has to go on. Period. My platform. Let's talk about my platform and a little bit about One Papoose, because I think a lot of people has forgotten. When I came out. And I clearly said that toxic. When I said that I don't do toxic, I don't mingle in it. And that gave me a good reason to decide within myself to don't group up. Don't group up. You can't group up, because if you group up, then a lot of feelings get involved. And I'm not a feeling person. You know what I mean? I don't feel what other people has feel. I can only feel what I feel if I go through it individually. So I'm not out here to make people like another person or dislike another person and all of those things. But to see it go around in this sector over here, and sometimes it's just sickening. I'm trying to figure out, is everybody on some goddamn drugs out there? I don't even know, but Yes. It appeared that I was doing a live the other day. Was it day or night? I don't even remember, y'all. Once yesterday is gone, I don't think about it. It's like it's gone. I'm on to a brand new day. What does, God has for me to do today? I can't do nothing to fix the past. And once the past is behind me, it's kind of just gone. You know what I'm saying? So, PDQ, good morning. But I remember pretty much just talking, I opened on the panel up and I was just dropping the link out there. And let's not get it twisted because I don't owe anybody an explanation of anything, right? And yeah, Drunken Larry hit the link. And at that time, I think that there was two moderators in there. I think it was Ed and Harlem that was sitting in there at the time. So I was pretty much watching the chat and then just I heard the admit button and I just clicked the button. So he comes on the live. Okay, so he's there. Let me make this perfectly clear. I am so aware of Drunken Larry's situation, and I'm aware of where it come from and who he's belonging to as far as the ops side of the team. But let me get this straight. Let's talk about the ops for a minute. See, they're Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly ops. They're the people that attempted to try to come out, allegedly, based on what we all have seen, to put bad propaganda out here against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly based off of their theories, off of their hearsay. They did. So when he come on the panel, and I kind of looked and I was like, okay, and I get it. I'm gonna say people that has closed minds, will jump to conclusions. Oh my God, and she has so and so, on the panel. I do know how to control the situation. And if you happen to be out there blind about what had happened, I didn't go to them, and I never will go to them. He had come to me over on my platform in my territory. I don't care what his reason was for doing it. This was a platform that he wasn't going to be able to control, and he got to say his piece, and I said my piece, and he's moved on. This was nothing for anybody panties to get into a bunch about grouping up and oh my God, and she touched the ops and she did this. I can remember when I first logged, come on here after sitting and watching and identifying each individual that ran a platform, right? I can remember like a lot of the people who intentionally stays in a fuss about things, pretty much being over in all those people chats and things like that. Not Papoose. Nah. Papoose stayed right here in her lane. I didn't want to really hear what they had to say or whatever. I'll click on the replay and I'll catch it that. Papoose ain't never been out there to argue back and forth with none of those people. Never want to, because you're only going to get what they choose to tell you anyway. So what's the purpose of doing it? If you had already believed what you chooses to believe about who each person is, there is no reason to go and try to challenge them on who they say they are. There's no reason. I was already in belief, all by what his theories were, all by what his words were when he first came out from the mask and everything. I'd already made up my mind. What am I going to go argue with him for over on in his territory or any other territories? And the same rule applies with Bookham. What am I go over there and debate and or intellectually talk to him, or even I don't want to Q&A him for what? My mind is already made up on who these people are, how they are. And the only word that I summed it up to was toxic. I don't do toxic. The boy said on my platform, and I kid you guys not, some of the comments were really good comments. So shout out to everybody that left a comment over there. And shout out to all of the other people that chooses to belittle your mind. Belittle, just shrunk your mind. Pap ain't going nowhere. My shit you absolutely right, Tina. My commentary has been based off of nothing but laughter on this BS about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And I call it BS because so many people has got intertwined in thinking that you're going to be able to do something. And you're not. You're not. You're not. I don't care how much people feel so confident on their platforms about, sharing this information or being Inspector Gadget, or at this point trying to come out and feel like I got to press my truth out here. And I said this, and this is how, and this, and these, and this, and this, and this, and that. At the end of the day, it's what's going to go down in that courtroom. Whether if these attorneys have clicked on people platforms to see what they got to say and take a tad bit of information from it and try to apply it to some of their paperwork or their argument when they're down there getting ready to present their case, kudos to them. But I don't know. There's quite a few people out here that I wish that they wouldn't, because their shit is all over the place. And to top it off, whores, all of these people out here that feels like that they are attorneys now. Everybody is an attorney. Everybody is a goddamn attorney. It just behooves me. But then you go and look them up in the telephone book, or you try to find them all on the website or whatever. Though none of them exist. You can't even hire none of them. But in the non-fictional world, everybody is attorneys. It's my way. This is what I said. This is how this is gonna do. This is how this is gonna play out. This is how this is gonna be, and he gonna do this. And same indifference with what everybody like to call them, the ops. On that side of the team. I not once ever, after hearing all of Drunken Larry's motive, all of Drunken Larry's theories, hypotheses, propagandas, and everything, did I ever get and will get brainwashed by the shit that he says. I'm laughing at y'all. Did y'all even catch the part where he even mentioned some shit? Let me take this up out of here because this is hurting my finger. Did you even catch the part where I damn near fell out my chair because he came on there talking about, he said something about, I have to go back and watch it, you guys. But he was saying something about good morning. Oh, it's good afternoon in your state. So good morning, good afternoon, you guys. Arena. What up, Arena? What up, Forensic? What up, Stephanie? What up? I think I got everybody right now, though. But he had started even talking about a damn bus driver. After I done seen this bus driver contradict himself and say all kind of foolery or whatever over on the Nick at Night way back in 2019. That shit made me laugh. Are you really going to talk about the bus? So once you have pretty much seen what everybody is capable of doing, what everybody is capable of saying, when it comes to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly situation, the ops, where they feel like that he's going to get 95 million years, so unrealistic, but it felt good to them saying that part. And over here on the Team Kale sector side, which is now corruptedly divided due to greed, due to egos, due to being black. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what black people do. Nobody wants anybody to have that control with the leadership or with the most money. What up, Shady? With the most money and the best outfit and the better shoes and all that shit, right? So, yeah, with that man sitting over here on that platform, which was unexpectedly, it happened, and said what he had to say, and he moved on. I laughed. I stood my ground. I mean what I say what I mean. I ain't go. Pap is in her lane. Pap is one person, just one person. And the same way that some of the comments and things that I hear that, oh, you shouldn't have never, and she shouldn't have never did this. I can say the same thing about a lot of people of what they should, and I'm talking about on the Team Cal side. I can say the exact same thing about what a lot of stuff should not have been happening on the Team Cal side. It's the same thing. Yes, Rena, but it's up to the individual to gather their opinion based off of another individual. My opinion has already been stamped and approved within me not to mess with toxic. I don't do toxic. And I knew from the beginning that they all were. Now, I hear Booker over there in a freaking rage. What are you in a rage for, is my question. Why do y'all think that boy continuously, if there is nothing wrong or, I'm not involved and I didn't do anything, why do you think that he continuously loses his humbleness about the situation? Why? Why does he have to riff and rap and fuck this and everybody's who gonna give you an apology? Apology for what? An apology for what? I saw everything. I might have missed one or two of his goddamn episodes of here and there. All the way from phases. I listen and I hear him. I hear him. I see how he reacts to things. They say body language is a mother hucker, right? Body language is a mother hucker. But every time if you say anything or whatever, he gets bent pretty much out of shape, right? Why is it that you're bent out of shape? We're going to touch on a little bit about this this audio that he plays, right? That has Niecy Mo in it. And he sits there and he tells the people, oh, you're attached to, and you guys are riding together. Niecy Mo is just another regular civilian that chooses to sit on the freaking platform. He's very good at tying people together. For what? That doesn't make sense to me. For what? Because remember, at the beginning, I ain't nobody. I ain't shit, which I ain't. I'm regular, just like you and you, Harlem, and you, nobody, and you, Rena. I'm a regular goddamn person that just sits on here and talks about this R. Kelly sector about things. I ain't involved in none of this, and thank you, Jesus, that I don't know these people like that personally, on a personal level. But anytime something is mentioned about him, he loses his humbleness, and it's everybody else. And the only reason that he can give you, if you guys paid attention to it, was because everybody is mad at me. This is what it says. Everybody turns on me. This is what he says. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but this is exactly what he says. And it's because he stopped taking people to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Looks like you stopped taking yourself as well to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So why didn't you continue to go? Why didn't he just leave everybody alone? Hey, Anita, why didn't he just leave everybody on the back burner and continue to go see Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? I don't understand that. Just why aren't you there? Why aren't you there outside of the COVID and all of these things? To my understanding, after the big field trip and gathering up a bunch of women and jugging down Jasmine and you had fun doing so. You had fun down there in the R&B. All of you guys grouped up together and everything. Then everybody dispersed and go back home. That was it for you. There was no more trips down there for you to see Mr. Kelly yourself. Somebody better make that shit make sense to me. But I'm just wondering what happened there. Sounds like one to me too. Dip. I'm not saying, let's clear this up. I'm not saying that he did not know Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. What I am saying is based off of what Kip had said. Hi, Curtis. What Kip, we didn't say that shit. Do y'all remember what Kip said? And Kip laid out a story. Whether his story was true or not, that was up for the people to believe. But that was the only story that people had to ride off of. Kip said it on the live, on Phases. Should I play that video? Should I find that video and dig into it somewhere on my damn hard drive or whatever? Other than that, I'm sure I can get it sent to me by Phases. I'm sure that I can, but I don't want to involve her no more because she done folded on this shit. And I can't blame her at all. Got a whole nother thing going on over there. Shout out to Phases with her IS magazine. But Kip said the story. So why is his argument with everybody else? Kip laid the blueprint out based off of how Bookham got intertwined into with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Then the stories went on and on and on from different individuals. You got Kip's story where he was a snotty little nappy-headed little boy, got out there in the streets doing bad, and of course, Kip is out there doing his job as security for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly at whatever basketball place they were at. I don't know. This is Kip's story. Said that they saw you and you was out there and they invited you in and everything and they got you in, and ever since then you've probably been doing odd ends of jobs as security for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Then some more stories started coming out about, you were there at some of the concerts where your job was, security check, I guess, and something to do with some goddamn wristbands. Who told the story? I wasn't there. I can't tell the goddamn story because I wasn't there. Don't know nothing about it. Your boy, Kip, came out. Then later on, we went through the journey of him arguing with, not arguing, whether going through the episode, whether the separation started coming from the Me Too girl, the Him Too girls, and a few more of the other women, and they started talking about how they got down there, and he didn't have no money for this, and they helped feed him on this, and they broke off because they just started believing that somewhere up in there, he wasn't really all of who he had played the role to be. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So I still can't understand why his panties is in a bunch over there, because the people right here, not you guys, I just speak on it. I just speak on rebuttaling off of what the story was. What his story is that, no, they got upset because they came in with some bullshit or whatever, and they had a plan to do things to Mr. Kelly, and he just stopped the tour shit. He just stopped doing tours. So I don't know, but to me it seemed like that it came from his Facebook thing, of where he had met quite a few people or whatever, and brought it on over to YouTube, and I don't know. It's weird. It's really some weird shit. At the end of the day, Papoose don't care how any of these people met Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm not in the case. I'm not Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's homegirl, his friend. He does not know me. I do not know him. My voice and my leadership for the people was just to bring the unity together for the people who would like to have their voice and have their muscles and of how they felt about the injustice of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That was it, and that was all. That was it. That was all. I was never out here trying to figure out who in the hell is taking his money or doing all this kind of hurt and dirt upon him. That's not what I do. I'm not. I like your name. I'm gonna have to use it right now. Forensic. I'm not a forensic file person. I'm not an Inspector Gadget person. Now you have to ask yourself, out of all of these people, and I have to do names right now because that's the only way for me to complete my story. It's kind of hard to complete a story, and I'm not that person that ducks and hides and around the names and things, because you would not fucking understand what I'm saying. It's like a book. You can't read a book without all the goddamn details in it and then write a goddamn essay on it. Amen? You just can't do it. It's impossible. The first thing that you're going to do is go yell at that teacher and tell her, wait a minute, it's some missing shit. And it's like 20-some pages missing in here. How am I supposed to write my essay on the book if I don't have all the goddamn information? Well, you have Prima Donna putting out a whole lot of information. I am not a fan of Prima Donna. I'm not a fan of Bookham. I'm not a fan of Sylvia. I'm not a fan of Gucci. I'm not a fan of, let me see, who else can I name? Right now, I'm not a fan of the Boskis. I'm not a fan of quite a few people out here. I'm not a big fan of DJ. I'm not a big fan of who else out here? I'm trying to name them all. That's put a lot of information out. And you want to know why I'm not? Because they're not in the case. I don't care about all of this information that I see them pumping out here and things like that. I know how to decipher what they are picking out to share amongst the community out here of what in the hell is going to be going on in the courtroom. And a lot of the stuff that each individual says is not going to be in that courtroom. A lot of it just really has nothing to do right now with what's on that paperwork. So I see it. It goes in one ear, out the other ear, right over my damn head. I don't sit there and let that stuff just glue to me, have me all messed up in the head. No, I pick up the paperwork. So I have to go find things about that, the racketeering. Yes, some of them will paint a picture about the racketeering about it. But I also know that what one and or more means. I do understand and know that can be interpreted so many different kind of ways. And I know that prosecutors can play dirty as hell. I don't give a shit about what that paperwork says. It's how they're going to play it out in the courtroom. And they don't have to stick to what's being said on that damn paperwork. It's love and basketball. It's a dirty goddamn game, and somebody's got to do it. But on the other hand, however, I don't have anything against none of those people because I don't know them. But am I a fan enough to get in my feelings based on the things that they post up and talk about? Nah. Goes in one ear and out the other ear. But a lot of people will be, and die, and oh my God, this. That ain't pap, y'all. That ain't. I be laughing. That's how it's easy for me to say it's popcorn time. Because, somewhere in everybody's commentary that is trying to be that Inspector Gadget or that is trying to be that number one person in the number one spot or is trying to be, the shit out here, is going to be some bullshit in their lives, in their propaganda. It's going to be there. It's there. It's just, the fast talking and the flashing lights and all the nice little pictures and everything that goes up and everything. It's going to be some bullshit up in there, but it's up to you to catch the bullshit. But let's jump back to Bookham, because I can't understand why this man stays in a bunch. Has he not noticed that every freaking thing that he has done from my day one out here is shits and giggles with me? Never take him seriously. And I'm sorry. I am that person where I will never, you cannot tell me with a man in the height of his freaking lifestyle, of that magnitude of being enlisted into the lifestyle and richest and famous, because he come from a Chicago area, born there, from the ghetto, the gutter, the projects, and struggling through life with his parents and everything, to be noticed as the king of R&B, and to stand out here to say that I am a mentee. He is my mentor. I'm the mentee. It's my mentor, and he's done this and I'm not going to ever, can nobody ever hurt my boy. This is just my opinion, you guys. And I'm sorry, Pee-wee, you is Tina Turner. And I love me some Tina Turner. Okay? You have mentored me. You have put me up underneath your wings. You have showed me the way. You also have helped with my children, bought me a home and a car. I've been right there with you since day one while you turned into this rich ass goddamn singer that you are. Now you have gotten yourself in trouble, Pee-wee. I'm staying aligned with Pee-wee. I'm not going nowhere to show anybody of the people that is trying or has tried to take you down about how kind I am or how humble I can have an intellectual conversation with them. Or no. It's almost like your job as a mentee was obligated directly to your mentor. Now, there's another side to this. So let's look at the other side of this shit, right? Because we don't know and we will never know. Hypothetically speaking, since he's the mentor and he knows everything about Rob and everything and how it went down and everybody's business now, let's just hypothetically say maybe Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly sent him and gave him the permission. I need you to go get on the inside of what they're doing over there. So I'm willing to give that the benefit of the doubt. I don't know about you guys. I'm willing to give it the ounce of benefit of the doubt right now. Maybe he did send him over there to get really close to Drunken Larry them to find out, who he was and who he not. You know what I'm saying? Let's just give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt there. We don't know, and I don't know. Would it have been in Mr. Robert Kelly's best interest to have done so? No, it wouldn't. You know why? Because that boy can't never shut up. He tell everything. At least he tell everything that he thinks that you guys want to hear, because that's how people talk. Just tell them what they want to hear. That's how they. That's how they think. Me, you got to wake up pretty fucking early in the fucking morning because what you done already thought about, and I done thought about it and answered the shit. And that's just how I am. And I think that that's probably a problem with a lot of people out here about me. I don't know. But it's like, it doesn't take much to use your common sense. You say you would never believe. I was waiting on your response. I was waiting on your response for that because, a lot of us would find that hard to believe. And I have to be honest with you. In a sense, yes, it would be a little bit hard. I don't know where my damn remote. Oh, it's up there. I don't know. Yeah, it would be a little bit hard for me to believe, as well, based off of me taking it back to the story that his homeboy Kip came out here to put down. He was the only person that did so. So the anger wouldn't be at, I finally caught the Coming to America movie, you guys. It was very entertaining, but yeah, it was okay. It was very entertaining. Wasn't really all of that, but I was like, I enjoyed it. My mom wanted to see it, so it's like, okay, we'll put it on. But that's who the anger should be with. It shouldn't be with nobody else. Nobody else. It was him that came out and put that story out here. Agree, y'all? It wasn't us. It wasn't me. I don't think it was you, Sonny. I don't think it was He Guides My Heart. It was Kip. Kip said that damn story. So then the story, it just kind of kept going on and on and on and on and then you had the like I say the group of ladies that came out because something went wrong down on the last tour to see Mr. Kelly up in that gym thing, a lot of shit went wrong. A lot, which I could not understand. If you had all of these people that went down, and that's a puzzling shit. Y'all let me know if y'all figured it out. You had the mentee who a lot of people started to contact and wanted to go down to see Mr. Kelly. Now, it is still puzzling, and I'm done trying to figure it out. Like, how did Bookham even know that he was going to be at this basketball place, or is this his normal gym place to be at, you know? So, you know, that tells me somewhere somebody knew somebody, you know, somebody knew somebody. But, you know, was Mr. Kelly aware that all of these people were coming down to be in his presence? And what for? Was it for autographs, or you know, what made him? That's the question, y'all. I'm gonna look in the chat room too on this. What made him put together a tour bus? What? I need to know that answer. What made him put together, on his own incognizance, to put together a tour bus? What made him say, it's okay, I'm going to take all you guys down there? What made him do that? Like, where did the permission come from with that? Does anybody know? How the hell could he even run for two? I don't know. He's lost 30 pounds now. You saw him with his muscle shirts on, so quit playing. Oh, so forensic, it's okay, because that's a good question. How? Who authorized a goddamn tour bus? Who authorized a tour bus? Was Don Russell already there? Was Don Russell already there? Because now, at that time, you know, you had Sylvia there and Cass Jones somewhere in the cut. You had all these people down there. You had all these people down there in the cut. Like, where did they... good question, T. Lynn. How much was the tour bus? I don't know. How much was the damn tour bus? I don't know. I'm just moving around, y'all. How much was the tour bus? How come the tour bus thing was private? It was all private and shit. I'm like, it was private. Stephanie, you lost, so you don't know either. Don't nobody know how this tour bus came about, huh? Don't nobody know. Because if you figure that part out, then I guess maybe you'll figure out where this whole circle of people, you know, come from. It's because it's a circle of. I'm just saying.
I wanted to hear spending time with you.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Oh, he said it was okay for them to come around. So that means that if he said that it was okay, then allegedly he asked him. At the height of his time of going through allegations, he asked him if, okay, so maybe it was, you know, okay, I got a bunch of supporters that wants to meet you and come down and do things like that. So that maybe it could have played out that way. I guess so. That's a thank you, Pee-wee, because you say they're busted down with beaters. Y'all, it's crazy, but so maybe it did play out that way. Maybe, you know, he picked up the phone and called his mentee and say, hey, I got a bunch of supporters that would like to come down and meet you and everything. And then after the meet and greet and people hung around and got to know each other very well, it seems to appear that everything went to hell, which is something that I can't understand. How did everything go to hell after this meet and greet with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? Because if we look at it and address it that way, to me, that was the first support team then, right? So how did everything go to hell? And I believe that Bookham said it was because that they was trying to get him out the picture after they realized, I could be mistaken, but so I'm not sure, but I believe he said it was after they found out that he wasn't really who they thought he was. Is that how that played out? I believe he might have said something to that degree. To that degree. You say his fake acting skills was not. You know, I'm just saying it could have played out like, you know, they got there and I don't know. Here we are trying to be Inspector Gadgets, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. You say one thing about Rob is that he open to the public, not stuck up, but change is good. Okay. You say, remember that Cash got a call from the gym about Jasmine and Don went off on her. I do, but like I say, the question is, we have two questions. When did Bookham have a conversation with Mr. Kelly or whoever, and he talked to them about putting together a support tour bus, and certain people got elected to board the bus and things and meet down here because at this gym. When you really look at it, like I say, this is where the alleged support team has started. Right there. It was right there because we didn't know about all of these people until after they come back with YouTube, and then they all kind of had their different stories to tell people about, I guess, meeting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and how they felt that they can help him and identifying people that was setting him up on this and this or that. Now, my problem that I have with that, let me tell y'all how I got a problem with that, is if they all had went down to meet with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, right, at the gym. And at that time, that, you know, they had learned pretty much of what all was going on. I guess I'm puzzled that if Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was convinced about himself being set up, right, on whatever the situation may be at hand, why didn't Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly inform the authorities about these people that was allegedly setting him up? Did anybody think about that? And I'm just saying, you know, I'm playing devil's advocate with you guys. Hey, Butterfly, if Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly knowingly know what he knows, and all of these people are down there along with Bookham and things, and knowing that he is in possible a situation with a setup of people, why didn't Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly alarm the authorities on his behalf? You say you think in the sprinter, because Jasmine said she sat in it and they oh Lord, that's just nasty. Nobody's getting notifications, Butterfly. You kind of like just got to be on it. So, but what do y'all think about that, though? Good morning, Ed. Good morning. Good morning. What do y'all think about that, though? When was it that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was going to know that I need to call the police on these people? I need to make me some formal complaints on these people. When? Like, you know, I question myself about that. Why did he just wait and just let this play out like this, where now everybody is scoundering around on YouTube about who did what to him, when you had a support tour bus from the Minty that went down, learned some things, knew some things? Why was it Mr. Robinson Vessel Kelly alarmed that, dude, you gotta call the police on these people, or dude, you gotta call something ain't right, or this person is doing this. Like Bookham has said, he believed that it's Don Russell, right? Why didn't he alarm Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly right then and there that, dude, listen, you got to file a report on Don Russell. Don Russell is doing so-and-so, so-and-so. Why is it now, after Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is locked up for almost 2 years, that people panties are in a bunch about Mr. Don Russell when you already had the advantage since you was standing or in a gym right there with Mr. Kelly? Does that make sense? You say you do believe that Mr. Kelly was not taking this seriously and assume that this would all go away. I can agree with that. Cass Jones recorded conversations in his jaw dropping, and I believe that he chose to focus on music and his money. Interesting. Okay. Right. Okay. It's just weird to me. Not when you have your mentee, the man that you were, I would die for, and nobody's going to harm my man, or this or this or that. And being in a position as a security or whatever, and I get it, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is a grown-ass man. He was going to do whatever he wants to do or whatever. So why was it that it was Don Russell that was trying to clear the gym, clear Jasmine away, or clear, keep him clear for things? Why was it Mr. Don Russell that was doing that and not Bookham? When was it that Bookham was going to be like, well, no, Jasmine, I ain't bring you down here for this shit. My dude, you came down as a fan, as a supporter, or whatever the case may be. Why is it that it was known off of I think she did one thing, that she liked him. She liked him. So my question was why did Bookham bring her down there based on the fact, or not even knowing that she was liking or feeling Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly any type of way, instead of saying, nah, this ain't what I'm bringing you down here for. I thought you was coming down as a supporter or things like that. And then to turn around where, okay, well, she claimed that she got into the Trump Tower or some things like you said, jumped off in a van or whatever the case may be. And allegedly, if Mr. Kelly, had already had sex or whatever, or kissed this girl, because she said that he liked her lips. Y'all remember that? He liked her lips. That's what she said. But then leave with and Bookham, and then ended up in a hotel room where now he had the advantage to come out and say that he had pounded on this girl for 14 times. He jugged her good. So that's some weird ass shit, especially if you're saying that's my mentee, a mentor, that's my guy, but your guy had a female brought down there by him who was digging R. Kelly, but you dug her. That's some fucked up shit. But he keeps his panties in a bunch and upset about everybody, and it's because how everybody keeps regurgitating what had played out for over a year and a half now. But we didn't put the shit out. You people put the goddamn shit out. Can I talk about it? Yes, I can. I can talk about it as much as I want to. And that's one goddamn episode I don't think I'm going to ever forget in my life. You jug that girl. But how you going to jug, allegedly, your mentor's girl? That's who she was down there for. I could not understand it. So to me, when it came to that child, it was like you crossed your mentee. You crossed your mentor right there. Even though he probably don't give no fuck, but you was like, you broke the man code right there. Like, what is it about him is loyal to the mentor? I don't know. But like when Ed say come clean, Kip, but Kip put your story out here. Kip said that you know, how he met you at the basketball court. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over and over. And that's how you got to know Mr. Kelly, because they saw you as a snotty little old bum boy out on the street and gang banging, doing some shit that wasn't gonna take his life anywhere. Hey, let's clean him up, get him going. Then they had the episode that was told out here, and you knew I had it because it was on that Facebook video. It was on that Facebook video. And you told that story there, Bookham. Didn't nobody tell that story but you, on how you was over there at that, what I can't remember the name of the state Philadelphia. You was over at that damn hotel over there. You told that story, and how Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was sick when he left that club or whatever. He went up to whatever the suite was up on the top of that elevator. You told that story. Didn't nobody else tell that story. And then you said something about it was some girls or whatever, and then the girls, you and Kip, you said that. Nobody else but you. And I'm gonna make sure I keep saying that. You said that, and you had them girls, and you and Kip, and y'all went back over to whatever the club and finished party. Then y'all left from there. You said that Mr. Kelly was nowhere around. They could not get up there because he was sick, and you wasn't getting them up there, and all that shit and whatever other shit that you said. But you said that shit. You said that shit. Didn't nobody say that shit but you. Now the question is, who was the two girls? Was it the two girls that, what's the name, Ari had on that goddamn fucked up interview that she did or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. That's your story. It's your story. And you're from the stock lab where I went from being broke to living in Versace shirts. It is your story. Yeah, I'm from the... But let me tell you, it's cold out there, boy. So, get outside. Let's go outside. He must hear a dog playing. But it wasn't my story. So when is it that they're going to get when is it that he's going to get his panties out of a bunch, when a lot of the stuff that's being regurgitated out here didn't come from the people that speaks on it. It just we just speak on what we heard, whether if it's true or whether if it's false. Nobody knows that shit but y'all. Me never gets in my damn head about it, because I keep telling you, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. The only fucks that I ever gave out here was those amendments. The first one through the 14th or the 15th that were violated on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's it, and that's all. All that other little freelancing ass shit that y'all was doing out here and doing this and doing, I ain't no fuck about that. You can go fuck whoever you want to fuck. 18 more damn times. I ain't no fuck about that, because at the end of the day, she not with him, you not with him. And, no, nobody out here is up in there with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So I don't give a fuck about y'all damn stories. Not at all. Not at all. But figuring it out, though, figuring it out is fun as hell. It's kind of fun because it makes you laugh and shit, right? You get to laugh at that shit. It's like, damn, wait a minute. Who authorized this shit to put together a goddamn tour bus to go down? And then after y'all leave there, all fucking hell break loose. How did all hell break loose, y'all? How did all of the hell break loose? And that's where the separation of the support for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, in my opinion, really happened. Had that support been solid, it would have went massive out here. It would have went very epical out here for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Had that stayed solid. But for some reason, something was rocky with that, and it fell apart. I remember him two girls coming out and giving their side of the story about how Bookham was this and Bookham was that and Bookham was this and Bookham was that, right? And then some more people started coming out about how Bookham was this and Bookham was that and Bookham was this and Bookham was that, right? So when I sat down and I kind of really thought about that part, how is it that I'm going to just hypothetically say, how many was it, y'all? About 15, maybe 8 to 15 of them. How did all of them all of a sudden nobody agreed with what Booker was doing? Not one person? You mean to tell me all of these people that went out on this tour to meet Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, every last one of them turned? Every last one. That's just absurd. Not everyone. There has to be one person, one outside of who was there, Sylvia and her daughter and the him two girls and who else went down there? I'm talking about that was at this Air R&B thing after the support meetup group at the basketball court. Out of all of these people, everybody is against Booker. Everybody is lying on Booker. It's got to be at least one more person out there that agrees to, that was there, that was actually there, not sitting in the chats or nothing like that, that was actually there to agree to say, nah, he didn't do all of that stuff, or he is who he say he is, or and all of that and that. So that's the puzzling part about a lot of this shit. All of these people, every last one of them, moved around. Why? Why? What would make all of these people move around when it was he that took all of them to see his mentor, the one that he loves and will die for and sell his soul and do all of that because he sold his soul. His soul is soul. Now I can see him, I don't know, maybe grouping up on the word of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly once he gets vindicated, and he come along and be like, I got to get my charge, y'all. And he come along and he'll be like, Booker was, go with me down there to meet this drunken Larry guy. I like to see what it is about him where he felt that, I was guilty on everything that I did, or I like to understand why he was saying these things about me. And he takes Bookham along with him or something, to be with him, or, in that case, I could see that. But until he's not out of there, I can't see the part where, intellectual conversations. That's just me. Well, I don't have nothing to talk to you about because, when you do things like that psychologically, right? The opponent will put things in your head where you're going home now to think about it in a different way. And I don't want nobody to have me thinking about anything in a different way once I've already got my mind made up on how I feel about it. Let me see how this will all play out. Now, if I'm wrong at the end of it, if I'm wrong at the end of it, you know what? Then at some point I can probably be like, well, you know what? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to use this because I'm going to walk around. I got to go get my other battery charged. At the end of it, I could be like, oh, okay. Maybe, I was wrong at it. Now, you have no choice if you're clicking on Drunken Larry's commentary to hear what he has to say. Then you get your pencil and your paper and you just kind of be writing stuff down and taking his notes, and you're taking your notes and to gather your thoughts that away. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not here to talk for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly thoughts or the way he may feel about that. But it's kind of hard, especially when you know that this is the guy that said they gonna give him 95 million years. And he did that shit. And he, I was like, but are you talking about my guy? Man, you got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. I ain't got nothing to say to you. But in the analysis that they give to the people out here is that, yes, it's okay. It's okay. Two men can sit down and have those type of conversations. Hold on, y'all. I got to get my my battery pack. So I don't know. And I look at a lot of you guys, and it's not suitable for you guys. Y'all don't like how that played out. Me, I don't pay no attention to that shit. Like I say, he want to run down there and have 50 million goddamn steaks and burgers and shrimps and crab legs or whatever, just go do it. You know, we're not the one that's sitting up in there, and we showing the hell it's not his. I'm not his mentee or the damn mint or the mentor. So it's go do what you do. I don't know. Who knows what their plan is? You know, and I don't care. But yeah, Drunken Larry sat on the platform. You guys, oh my God, big deal. I look at it like this. They all sat back time to time. I ain't fucking with that girl. And You never hear me call in to their shows. You never see me over there trying to get on their platforms or anything. He found me. Came over here to me, and now he's gone. The end with that shit. Okay, I got it charged up. I had to put my battery pack. Let me make sure. Yep, it's on. I had to get my battery pack, y'all. Stop. But, I don't know. It's a mystery, right? And at the end of the day, outside of trying to figure this all out, there's still one man sitting in the MCC. What up, Amber? What up, Amber? It's still only one man sitting down there. Now, I'm going to take this a little bit farther out because I ain't got shit to do. And my phone freezes up. Let's get it unfrozen. There's the camera again. It was doing just fine. It was doing just fine until Amber clicked in here. Amber. Wait. Let me get the phone back right. Hold on. Amber, my damn phone was doing just fine till you clicked in. Amber. Wait, let me find it. Hold on. Wait. Amber, it's still freezing up. Oh, Jesus, it was doing fine. You said what he said in one is went in and out the other. Girl, the other event if he knows as or did he? I don't know. I just looked at, and I'm gonna always look at him like that until I gotta fix the camera. Hold on. Ain't no Metro PC nothing. Shut up. It's not Metro. I don't know why it does it. It was doing just fine. Amber did that. When Amber came in and my shit froze up. It was working just fine. Oh, I've been on here, Virgin Mobile. No. But let me see. What was Stephanie says that what was said. What he said, it went in and out, and okay. But this is how, like, I don't know. It's weird, and I'm sure it feels weird to everybody on watching how all of this stuff has played out. But, my message, you guys, to be put out here is I'm finna get off of this one because I don't know what's wrong with that. Hold on. I don't know why it's freezing up now. I don't know. But I'm going to leave that. I know y'all can hear me, so I'm not worried about yeah, it was doing just fine. It was working good. Now it done went it went crazy. But I don't know, you guys. It's weird. I know one thing. They've gave everybody a lot. They've given everybody out here a lot. They've put people in a situation where they have chosen to take sides, because nobody could have stayed. They just wouldn't stay balanced. So it's, what side do I go on? What side do I ride with? Who do I believe on? It's because it's so many people. It's so many people. I wish you all well, though. I wish everybody well, and I just hope that none of you guys get inserted into this mess. Just continue to be able to have your opinion about things and Stay away from the arguing and the beefing and shit about it, because it's not worth it, y'all. It really isn't. Nobody has all the answers to this, and solving the puzzle is exactly what the hell it is. It's a damn puzzle. There's just some things about that one guy, like I say, with Bookham, and how I have always felt about it from phases, and nothing is going to change my mind about it. And I saw a character continuously asserting himself in so many things that did not have anything worth fighting for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly about. That's what I saw. So it got ugly. It got, distasteful. It's like, well, what the fuck are you like doing? If you are going to say that you're the mentee, then why are you doing these crazy things? So you talk about how many people that is doing things against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly to hurt him, but at the same token, it's like you're only talking about it. I have not seen him. I guess he don't have that type of power like he claims that he does. You won't come out and say, well, you know what? I'm finna to go make sure, they got this. Go file some shit on your own. Go file some shit. Oh, you can't do that because the action has to be taken towards you, yourself, and not your guy. So that's going to be difficult for you to do. Interesting. But out of all of these people that they claim is hurting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, that's what he says, and some other people out there. And I guess, what are they saying? Everybody has to sit and wait now until more indictments and things come out. Y'all know how much money this finna cost. Woo! Y'all can expect y'all taxes to go up. It's finna cost a whole lot of money. I can't understand the real reason of why you want to fight. I don't even see the real reason behind that. What is it to prove behind a fight when all of your energy should be about your mentee? No matter what nobody says about you, how does somebody takes the focus off of the mentee to want to fight? In your focus on your mentor that's locked up, that boy could have been over there saying fuck you and do this and do that for I don't know how long, and you could have been like, fuck you, this is about my mentor. But somehow it's got to continue to prove this ego trip thing behind a goddamn computer. I don't know. One thing that you guys should have noticed, we're froze again. I think I'm going to go on my desktop, y'all. That's my hand over the camera, and I know it's over the camera, so hold on. And I need y'all idea on something. I really need y'all idea on something, so I'm going to show y'all in a minute. Ain't no Boost Mobile. Shut up. Exactly, dipped in chocolate. They are so damn irrelevant. So irrelevant. Ain't no cricket service. I'm gonna beat y'all up. Leave my phone alone. I don't know why it's freezing up. I don't know why. My clock broke, y'all. I dropped my clock. So I exercise on my ball. But I do need y'all help at this right here, right? Because I got it all. I told y'all I had to redo the cameras, right? So I don't know what to do with the wiring. And the crazy thing is that I bought this covering, right? I'm going to get back to Bookham though in a minute, y'all. But I bought this covering. It's the things that you put the wiring in, right? Right here, right? This thing, right? So I bought this thing here. Well, it's got the receipt on it because I'm about to take it back. But when I thought about it, I was like, I don't want that to run down the wall either. So what do I do with this freaking wiring, you guys? What do I do? I don't know. So I've been sitting here staring at it, and I got to get that hidden some type of way because it's bothering me. And I'm not sloppy, messy like this. So it's got to be definitely hidden. But now that... y'all help me out. Somebody throw me an idea in the chat room so I can do it today since I got time. How do I, do I build like I was thinking like a wall or something. I don't know. What do I do with this, y'all? You say you still waiting on him to call his phone? Well, that's a good. According to Bookham, though, he says that we all gonna be in for a rude awakening. That's what he says. Yeah, says that we're gonna be in for a rude awakening. I need an idea. What do I do with this? You say when it's over. What do I do with it? Come on, help me out right now. Help me, help me, help me, help me. Help me out. You don't know? No suggestions, huh? Okay. But the camera is up, so put a little office space kind of type around it. I gotta figure it out, y'all. It's gonna bother me for a couple of days until I figure it out. So something like what? Some pictures or something like that? Okay, forensic. Girl, bring me some of that corn on the cob and them green beans. I never had asparagus, so I don't know what that tastes, and I don't eat sauerkraut. So you say put it along the ceiling or the floor. Well, I have that along the scape. That one is fixed, but I don't know. Either way, the camera's up. Everything is running, so now I can see all around the house. And that's what's up. You're not going back outside. You're not going back outside because I'm not opening the door for you no more. So I'm gonna figure that out, though, y'all. But to stop at the nearest door, you could put it along the ceiling. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna. Maybe I have to go on Pinterest and find something. Dip says she need a side of green beans, girl. I love me some green beans now, girl. I love me some steamed green beans. Those are I love it. Flower stands. Flower stands. Now, let me see. Let me show you, Pee-wee. So, because my flower things is heavy. But if I bring a flower up, then I ain't going to be able to see the camera. No. I won't be able to see the camera, but let me see. You have to put that up. One of those. You guys. Never. Get some drinks. Get some drinks. Want some drink? I'm never down here. Never. Nope. Maybe bring one of those up. I don't know. Maybe bring one of those upstairs. They're kind of heavy, though. Very heavy. You say you coming to girl? Come on, honey. Come on out. The more the merrier. This year, Dip, I have a caterer. So, have a caterer this year. I already signed the contract with him. And I'm supposed to go do his food tasting to see. But actually, I'm sure he'll do well. I like him. I'm going to support him. He's just now starting his... Where you going?
Here.
Huh? Where you going? Outside? Outside? You want to go outside? You want to go outside? You ain't going outside. It's cold. But, yeah. You guys try to make sense of everything that went on. I'm back to my popcorn time. It's popcorn time every time I see them coming on. Because right now it's too much convincing. Now, I said that I was going to touch on him playing that audio tape over there about Nisimo, okay? And he tried to emphasize with onepapoose, you see what you're working with? You see your girl? This is where I'm at with the darn audio tape. You cannot play me no 2-second pieces of an audio. Had we been in the court of law, I would have thrown that out. I have to hear the whole conversation from A to B. Nobody out here can decipher who she was talking about. For as far as I'm concerned, she might have been talking about Book. If you really listen to it, because Sylvia was, who is that, you know. One thing that we have learned about, I'm talking to the people that had not been around in no shape or form, that had not been to Chicago, that had not been on the tour bus from the very beginning, and Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's presence. One thing that I can say, and this is to Booker, one thing that I can say, because it's almost time to lay this bullshit to rest. What's fake? What you say is fake? What's fake? It's a ring. It's definitely a ring. It's a ring of a lot of people. A lot of people. That was at one point together. At one point was together. Something caused all of these people to fall out against each other. And it's not the people that just come aboard. No. Something and somebody caused this ring of people, of his original support team, to fall apart. Had not Bookham and your team, that old team, had not you guys had fallen apart for whatever goddamn reason it was, it would have been a massive support team out here for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So to blame and point the finger at what these new people are coming out to support for would be hideous. These people, including myself, was not there from the beginning at all. You people were. So the question is, who fucked it up from the beginning? How did it get fucked up? What caused it to get fucked up? When did it get fucked up? And where? You have 5 W's. 5 W's to figure it out. 5. Who did it? When was it done? Where did you do it at? Why did y'all do it? One of the very most important W's in this situation is why. Why did it get fucked up? And where? Something tells me that this all happened somewhere after leaving that Air R&B down there. Something got fucked up along the way. Something or somebody, whoever it may be, might have thought that it was something in for each and every last one of the individuals. I don't know, something was offered, something, it was something there. It's something there because it cannot just be because, oh, he really didn't know Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly like that. That wouldn't have caused this much of a volcano eruption out here. something bigger, something deeper, something bigger, something deeper. I like that. I'm gonna use that. Ain't for me to figure out, because if I had to figure it out, you ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna like it. I'm not gonna figure it out because it's goddamn headache. I'm just keeping up commentary, just talking to the people like you say. She don't know what the fuck she be talking about. But I'm just sitting here, just relaxing and chilling until I get ready to get up and make some dinner. Them green beans sounds real good today with some smoked goddamn turkey legs, girl, and a little bit of cornbread, corn muffins does sound good. So, but I'm just, I'm just talking. Don't mind me. Ain't no need to you be coming back on your live and fuck the and this bitch and the one piss puss and the gently teeth puss and the da. You the one get all bent out of shape. I get to sit over here and pop some more popcorn and laugh at your ass because shit be funny as hell. You're mad at the wrong people. Nobody put your propaganda out here. But Kip told your story. Then Kip came back on, remember, on the prima donna thing. And next thing we know, y'all was cool. So I don't know who done called up who and chopped it up or might have said, man, that was good. That was good you said it that way. I don't know. It could play it out like that, right, man? We working this shit. What's our next script? I don't know. I don't know how y'all playing this shit. Really don't give a fuck, but it's funny. I don't know. It was a couple of months earlier. There was fuck him. He better not say nothing. He better keep my name out my mouth. He know what the fuck he did. He know what he did. He know what the fuck he did. Y'all remember that shit? Y'all remember that shit? He know what he did. He can't never go back from where we can't never go back from where he comes. So that tells you when he said that you all could not come back from where you were, you all knew each other. That's not even the question right now. It was just the fact that he was like he said, and then he admit that shit too, boy. I was like, oh shit, what Booker do? What Booker do? I was over here like, kid, what fuck Booker do? We never even got that though, but I remember that shit though. I was shaking his phone trying to get it up out of Kip. Get it out, Kip. What did he do? What? I better stop shaking it before it freezes. So, but this is Kip, right? This Kip, y'all. I was over here. What did he say? What did he do, Kip? Get it out. Shake it out. I was like, but we never got to that. Hey, Sheila, we never got to that part. He just never wouldn't say, because Phases was like, well, brother, you could call me. Now, Phases might know, because, she asked Kip to call her once they were done on the phone, and on the live that day or whatever the case, but he has to stand firmly on that shit. Whether if it was a part of the scripted act, we'll never know, but that's where the anger should be towards that. That's who planted the foundation on your story. Like how you mad if you're not going outside? No, you're not. No, you're not going out. It's cool, but at least for me, it did. At least for me. So. And after that, like I say, like what did, then we saw Kip come back after a month or two or here and there, risen from the dead. He come back alive. And he was like, then next thing we know, you were in the chat room and everybody was cool. Y'all act like y'all just went and shot pool. So that was a big shocker because you left us high and dry out here on part of that story. And that shit there ain't cool. Y'all gonna be running scripts out here. You gotta run the whole goddamn script. This ain't no damn, I don't like suspense. I don't know about y'all, but I hate a suspense ass damn movie. I can't stand it. I ain't got time to be thinking about this shit 2-3 damn days later about, oh my God, wonder what happened, what's gonna happen on the next scene. Yes, we watched the next scene. He appeared on Prima Donna. Apparently somewhere, Prima Donna that was his sus. He said, that my sus, and I get that. Everybody does the bro and the sis thing. I get that part. And then you were in the chat room and laughing it up like y'all done had steaks and potatoes before you came. I don't know what the deal was on it, but that shit was funny as hell. I was up here like, when did they make up? What happened? Like, did Bookham call and was like, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We should be doing this shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whatever you want me to do, whatever you need me to do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You got me. It was crazy, dog. But there's still some people out there that holds their truth about this whole situation, but I don't think that the blame should be placed on all of the people that is choosing to support now. I don't think that people should be whether you fucked it up or you fucked it up. No, shit was fucked up after all y'all left that damn Air R&B down there. Let's keep that shit real. Shit was fucked up right there. Because you all could not get along anymore. Because somebody in your little circle over there just started fucking up shit. That's crazy. I don't know. Then I guess they said, well, one thing about, with Bookham, Bookham didn't want nobody to take the lead. Bookham allegedly didn't want nobody close to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. He was allegedly to be the only person close to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And I think that when Bookham felt that maybe the women was getting closer to him, I guess he got nervous and was like, oh, hell no, y'all not finna take my spot. And it could have played out that way, And then all of a sudden he started doing allegedly dirty shit to the women to get the fuck back. Could have played out that way too, y'all. It could have played out that way too. I don't know. If they leave it up to me, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly should have been like, listen, I thank all of y'all for coming down. And thanks for, and rocking for me. Keep supporting me out there and things like that and move the, and move the fuck around. I'm sorry. Mr. Kelly, and I get it, and he's hood rich and things like that. But at one point it was like it should have been a time where he had to move around. I know for a fact sometimes you can't put rich with broke. You can't keep rich with the ghetto. You can't keep rich with the talking people. You got to separate that shit. You just can't do it because everybody and anybody gonna want something at the end of the goddamn day, you guys. At the end of the day. But I said it on my other live too, you guys. Like, you not finna be rich. You're not gonna be rich. And I used Pee Wee as an example earlier, you guys. Prison. He said that he talks to get Jasmine to sleep with him. Yeah, he did. So. But at the end of the day, Pee Wee, I used her earlier, you guys. I'm like, I can't be rich, Pee Wee. I can't be Tina Turner and living this lavish lifestyle. And I know that you have been rocking with me like forever. You've been there. You're taking care of a lot of stuff and you oversee a lot of stuff, in my circle and everything. And if I'm living good, Pee Wee gonna live good somewhere. Pee Wee and her family is going to be just out of the generosity of my heart, the gratefulness of my heart to have someone to be rocking with me like that, right? So now we have Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, and according to Bookham, he is the man. He is the mentee. He's been rocking with him from day one, and he knows him, and nobody know him like him. That's what he tells everybody. And that's my guy, and nobody's gonna. I got a problem with that. Your guy, he left you struggling, or did you work for free? Because I'm sorry, Mr. Kelly, we gonna have to sit down and have a talk here, bruh. You got this big ass mansion over here in Olympia Fields now. I'm barely got enough, when I leave you as security, and I know he paid me, I'm being Bookham. I know you pay me and everything, but it's just not enough. I want to have a nice house and everything too. Especially if I plan on sticking around. You can't tell me that this man mentee this person and literally don't have shit to show for it. I got a problem with that. Either it's bad managing money, it's something. What caused a person, Bookham, to be having the privilege to allegedly working with someone, even as a security, probably getting what, $500-800 a week, or if he was on the book or anything like that, where nothing, you don't own shit, nothing. I got a problem with that. I got a fuck problem with that. It's like, oh hell no. Boy, your ass should have been in a big ass house too, and everything. So that tells me right there, maybe you wasn't around him that long enough, or maybe you wasn't on the payroll. Maybe he said, well, told Kip or somebody or to pay you, or maybe it was Kip business that you was under. Because don't Kip got a security business or something? Hi, Prayer. Don't Kip got a security business or something, and maybe you aligned up under Kip's business, and Kip was the person that was hiring you for your security position. I don't know. I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just asking for a friend. That's all. You want it? Booker, you is so silly. And I don't even, your name got me said, Booker, but oh well, I'm just gonna have to roll with it. What do you want me to call you? You in here with the profile name as Booker, so I have to address you as Booker. Oh, Chicago is a big city, yet the king can bring out over 20 people to support against it. You know what? That is facts. That is so facts, V-Rock. So, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I am aware that we did put the July on the flyer. We did. But I'm not sure. Let's just say that. I'm definitely not sure. I am going to say this. The numbers are going to have to increase. The numbers are going to have to increase if people are still choosing to participate for the July. If the numbers do not increase, Pat will not be participating in that one at all. It is very disheartening to see hundreds of people type, I love Kales, and we're here for you, Kales, and it's for Kales, and I'm Team Kales, and I'll die for Kales, and this for Kales, and that for Kales, and I love Kales music. I see it everywhere. I guess I can officially say that I will not be participating in the July walk for Kales if the numbers do not increase. And that I'm going to stand on, because it is ridiculous, And I know a lot of people say, oh, it's the numbers that doesn't matter. It's the numbers that doesn't matter. Well, let me show y'all something, since you guys are saying that. I'm not on my desktop, so I'm going to have to do it a different way. I might not do it. I might have to disconnect my headphones to get it to play.
Yes. Can I have the Monte Cristo?
Okay, let me do that. It had been, before I play it had been several of the mute R. Kelly campaigners coming out. They had walked in front of his studio, several places downtown as well, right? And after I saw all of those, right, and I get it, it's time consuming. It's could be a financial burden on some people, right? But when I hear his alleged mentee over there speaking, and he's the mentee, and I know the man, and I know this. Every time that there was a mute Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly going on. Hey, Juicy, every time that there was one, the way I see it, and to have been productive and meaning what you say and say what you mean, there should have been one of the unmute Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly support teamers right out there on the other side of the street, or coming out the next day or the same that they did, because you would have, Mr. Minty, you would have picked up and made the unmute supporters very big. You would have had a challenge on your hand showing the mute R. Kelly campaign that we ain't having this. This ain't what y'all not gonna do. But in case y'all haven't heard this one guy, let me let you guys hear him so you can say why he came out to mute Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Of a Lifetime docuseries about his alleged abuse and exploitation of women and girls. An online campaign called Mute R. Kelly has been working to shut down the singer's concerts and mute his music on the radio. The movement is holding another protest this morning outside of Kelly's recording studio on the Near West Side. Joining us to talk about that is teacher and community activist and organizer Anthony Clark. Good morning, Anthony. What's the plan for today?
Morning. Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. So again, the plan today is just to continue to apply the pressure, continue the protest, continue the activism. So we're calling people to come here today for 10 a.m. in front of R. Kelly's identified studio, where we believe many of his heinous acts have taken place and continue to take place. So we need to act today. We need to educate the community, and we need to be purposeful. So we will be here at 10 a.m. Speaking, protesting, and activating the community to hold R. Kelly and those that are like R. Kelly accountable.
Anthony, tell me what drew you to this protest. Why are you involved personally?
Yes, as a male, as a black male, as a male, I aim to be an ally in verb form. I believe that as a man, I am complicit in the systemic issues that exist in our country that impact our women and those that identify as women. So I think it's unfair to expect women to do the heavy lifting in regard to addressing rape culture, pedophilia, sexism, toxic masculinity, and misogyny. So it's important for me to model. I'm a teacher as well. I have many young women and young men that are looking to me and looking to others to set the example. So I think it's extremely important for me to step up and lend my privilege as a male to the women that I've been in this fight, in the Mute R. Kelly movement, and in so many other movements in this world.
But he gave the date. He gave the date down there, though, Bookham. He gave the date. Hold on, you guys. Hold on one second. Okay, that was Mom, y'all. Let me know that she had made it home because they were here this weekend. So that kind of, talked about my ladies' night. When they come, it's kind of hard to do ladies' night because they like to go to bed at goddamn it, 9, 8, 9. So yeah, and they got to come back one more time because I got another project going on in the basement right now, so I had to get that done. But what was Booker was saying something, and what I was saying to you though is that they were popping the mute R. Kelly campaigns left and right. They was hitting it left and right. They was out there left and right. It was a group of them over there. It was a group coming on next week over there. And this guy here, he put a date down. He said it was March 10th. Put a date down, right? On March 10th, before that news ended up leaving, it should have been an unmute campaign going on the exact same day. So how many people really cared? How is it that the Minty did not jump on that right away immediately? Oh, y'all doing March 10th? Oh, we're going to be there March 10th too. See, then you wouldn't have to call the news people or anything. They were already there. Why wasn't any action taken immediately? And I think I can count about 4, 5, 6 of them, I believe it was. About 6 of them that popped off back to back. Then you had another group of ladies come out back to back. They was popping that shit back to back. Why did not his Minty put together the strongest support group that was financially in a position to travel and hit this mute R. Kelly campaign back to back? Why? You let them in the door already. And I'm just saying him because he chose to be the man, right? He chose to be the shit. He's the man. He's the leader, right? He's the man. Nobody knows him better than Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Everybody wanted to be around Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly to hurt Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, except for him. Girl, I can, Juicy. I can eat them green beans every day, honey. I love green beans. So, I mean, I'm just saying, in order for you, in order for me, because I'm an individualism sometimes, to say, you know what? I'm going to go help these people push their goddamn agenda. Yeah, I am. Camera froze. You better not post it up. This is not a Cricket or a Virgin Mobile, but it froze up again. So
Evelyn, do you know if Mrs. Parker's upstairs? I'm sorry, Miss Baxter.
I couldn't understand it. If there was anybody out here seriously for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, like seriously for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, why wasn't they serious about hitting every time the mute R. Kelly came out? Why? Why did they not? Why were they not there every freaking time? Every single time that these people came out, you would have had the advantage. Like football, like a basketball team, right? You would have had the goddamn advantage. You really would. They'd have been like, oh shit. Kelly got a goddamn team out here that ain't having this shit. No. That's what he would have said. That's what they would have said. I gotta fix the camera again. It froze. But no. You know what he ended up getting behind him? Kelly ended up getting behind him a whole bunch of goddamn fuck that. A whole bunch of fuck fests, a bunch of people that can't stand each other, a bunch of fucking leaders that has a fucking ego up underneath their fucking skin. That's what he got. And it was crazy. It was seriously fucking nuts. It just went fucking crazy, you guys. Hold on. Hello, Spitfire. That's exactly what he got behind him. And it was crazy. But like I said, when I first started clicking on it, You know, the 2002 I followed for a while, and everything. My mom followed it. She can tell you from back to back with the 2002 trial because she's R. Kelly fan. Me, 2002, I watched it a little bit with her and was kind of like, oh my God, I did not believe it. I lived in Chicago. I did not really hear. I didn't hear none of these damn stories that they were talking about. I don't know why. I'm like, well, where the fuck was I at? I ain't fired. So I kept, where the fuck was I at? I mean, I hung out on 55th, Loomis, all over there, right? Then I'm up north, up on Lawrence Street, and I'm on the west side, I'm on the east side. I'm like, why I wasn't hearing I wasn't hearing these stories, you guys. So I had always been in, I don't know. I just, yeah, unity is needed, but for something. I don't care if it's for the most attention. It's something. Everybody wants something. Give me a second, you guys, and give me something to drink. But and it's crazy. So I don't know. You say I haven't seen any. I have not booked them. I have not. I'm like, what? If it was so bad, I used to read like the Vibe magazine. I used to read the Jet back in the day. I read every now and then. I would pick up the Chicago Sun-Times, the Chicago Tribune. There was no thing. I read no articles or anything about, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly picked up a 12-year-old over at the McDonald's. Or Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is in trouble again. He did so-and-so, and he's got these 2 women trapped in the closet. Or I didn't read anything where it said anything about, they went and bust down Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly door because of they was alerted off that they were selling drugs or swingers was in there. I didn't see this shit, and I've lived in Chicago like for a mighty long time, y'all. So where was it? Where was these allegations at? Because it was kept mighty quiet. Somebody kept that shit quiet because I didn't see these things. And I'm like, what in the hell? I don't know. I'm just reading y'all comments. It's really, really, really like bizarre. But I guess my point that I'm trying to make today, it's cool that a lot of people has come out to put out all of their information and doing the Inspector Gadget things and trying to locate this person, and we're going to blame this person for doing this and for doing that. To me, at the end of the day, have to wait for the case to play out for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly in his own voice to tell the people, population out here, the general public, about who did what to him and things. That's the only way that this is gonna end, I guess. Gonna have to wait for him. I guess one thing that I was hoping that was gonna happen, you guys, was that when he did the I admit, right, I was really hoping that maybe he was going to insert, some names, like do it like with the allegedly so-and-so, and allegedly, and I get it, he might have done it subliminal, and it's just another piece of the puzzle for everybody to have to figure out. But how many of y'all think that Mr. Kelly is going to start telling who is behind what, and not these other people? How many of y'all think that he's going to do that? The only person to me that really, really told some things about what they did was Demetrius. You know what I'm saying? I think to me it was Demetrius that came out and said that he did this, and yes, he helped with the Aaliyah thing, with the marriage certificate and stuff like that. Who else do y'all know that came out and said some things about what they actually had done to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? How many? Who else, y'all? As far as I'm concerned, I think it was Demetrius. You say he is. I don't think that he's going to let them tell on themselves. You don't think so? What? Yeah, I think Demetrius told on himself. Raina said nobody. No one else has told. Nobody. Nobody else. So why not? Why haven't anybody else came out? They don't want to incriminate themselves? They don't want to incriminate themselves? They don't want to incriminate themselves, huh?